It's 9:35 K-Day's Morning Show with your boy Romeo. Thursday morning, a.k.a. Friday Eve. And best believe you're going to be watching MTV tonight.
Yes.
Chanel West Coast in the
What's
building.
up? How are you?
You coming here looking like a rock star too early in the morning for me.
Thank you. I don't know how I'm doing it today because I'm running on like 3 hours sleep. So
I heard. So you had the premiere party. It went down. It was a good time for sure, right?
yes, we had the premiere party last night, and it was just so much fun. All of my close friends, family, and all the influencers, celeb homies came out to help promote, and it was a really great turnout.
Well, I'm glad it's happening for you because you've had so much success, and I'm excited because now this is a new chapter in your life.
It is.
And I've been in this chapter for about 11 years. I can't believe I'm saying my son's 11 years old already. It's kind of crazy. But how is life different for you now?
It's so different. Being a mom is the hardest job I've ever had by far. And I keep saying, I'm like, it's funny, before I had a kid, I'd always be like, there's not enough time in the day for everything. And now I'm like, what was I talking about? I had enough time before I had a kid.
Absolutely.
So, I've definitely gotten better with time management, and it's really fulfilling. Like, I love that my baby's my biggest fan. I joke around. I'm like, I could be singing off key, skipping words in the song, and she's just like, it's so amazing.
That's my mama. I love her. That is awesome, man. And like I said, to see you graduate into this part of your life, you accomplished so much before that.
Thank you.
And I know we'll get to some of that in a minute, but do you feel complete? Because in a way, I can say that. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing radio for a while, right? So I've had some great success, and now I have this wonderful family. So I do feel complete.
I feel complete by my family, but that's what you're going to see. I can't give away the whole TV show,
right.
But on my TV show, you'll see that in a way, I don't think I say it full out, but like, that's the thing that is now, I have my family and I do feel complete, but I haven't reached like my full dreams yet with my music career.
Yes.
And that's actually the last. It's like, if I could just get like the one hit single, then I'm really complete, because I love my family and they do make me whole. It's like I wasn't even a complete person until they were in my life.
Yeah.
But that's what you'll see on the show, is that I am so happy I have this family, and everything seems perfect, but it's also like we still got big dreams to reach,
I'm not mad at that. And I kind of feel like our lives are running parallel because I moved out to LA for a record deal.
Okay.
God bless me with radio, but I still say if I just had that one record. So I feel you on that.
Yeah.
No lie at all. But look, obviously you've had success with that. You've worked with Too Short and other artists. By the way, Too Short's going to be hanging out with me tomorrow night at the Commerce Casino. Great dude. So, and when we think about hip hop, let's talk about some of the female rappers, because I really feel like they're having their moment right now.
They are. I mean, female rappers are like taking over.
Like big time. And it's long overdue. But when I see the roster of the ones that's having success right now, who would be bumping in your car right now if you was in traffic? If you had to name at least 3 of them that you'd be bumping right now.
Oh, man,
and this is no disrespect to the other ones.
I mean, I'm a fan of all female rappers. Like, to get out there and go for that dream, you're already a boss bitch. You know
there you
what
go,
I mean?
100%.
I really love Lotto. I love Lotto. I think she's just such a superstar on every level. And I really love Lady London. She's not as mainstream.
She's not, but she should be, though.
But
You're right.
she should be. I mean, between her bars and how pretty she is, I was like, why is she not number 1 right now? Like,
that part.
You know what I mean? She is a real rapper. She has like real poetry, and she's also so beautiful. So I'm a big fan of her.
Yeah, she easy on the eyes. She came into the stage. I was like, oh, okay. She got that it factor.
Yep, exactly.
You know what I mean? So let's take a journey back. Ridiculousness, right?
Yeah.
Who would have ever thought 30 seasons? Was it something like that?
I was on for 30 seasons, yeah.
So when you first got on the show, did you have any idea that it would be this successful or even last this long?
No, I was on Rob's other show, Fantasy Factory, which I was a really big fan of. Even though I was on the show, like, that was the type of show that I could like still watch myself. I wasn't like on it as much. I was more of a side character, and I thought it was so funny. And when we started Ridiculousness, super funny too, but I was just like a real big fan of Fantasy Factory, and I was like, I don't think this show's gonna be going any longer than Fantasy Factory.
Right. And look at it now still, right?
I can't believe it. Like, it's so crazy to, to see what it became. And I'm just happy I got to be part of the journey,
Yeah, awesome. Well, you were amazing on the show. And I feel like it was before its time, because we can all sit on our phones right now and be on TikTok and laugh at things like that.
Yeah.
But then, like, you tuned in and tapped in just to see what videos you guys were going to put up.
Yep. I got to see all of those crazy videos before anybody. And and it's funny because I was wondering, I'm like, who at Ridiculousness is finding these videos before, like, I saw it online, they're really out there hunting
they should
for
get
this
the real
good content.
Yeah. They want to hunt late at night saying, we got to find this and make this show work, and they did their job.
Yeah.
So you had success with that. You love your music career. You also got into the fashion, I believe, for a while, right?
Yes, I have a swimwear line now.
Nice. Okay.
It's called Coasty Swim.
Okay.
And it's just, the natural thing for Chanel West Coast. I love the beach. I love the pool. I'm a water baby. Like, I think I was a fish in my past life or something. And, the swimwear was just a very natural thing for my brand,
Yeah. Awesome, man. Well, congratulations on all that. Now the show is premiering today. Let them know what time it's going down.
It's premiering tonight on MTV, 9 p.m. If you don't have cable or satellite, you can also stream it on Hulu. And if you don't have that, you can also watch it for free on MTV.com. The first 3 episodes will be for free on MTV.com. All you need is Wi-Fi.
Come on, talk to them. This is that West Coast hustle right here. She letting you know you can find me several ways.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm not mad at that. So I got to think about it. Were you really open from jump to share your life on TV like this? Because, it's kind of a reality show kind of vibe. Yeah. So obviously when you're on the couch for Ridiculousness is different. But now we're coming into your home. Yeah. Was there any hesitation with that?
There was a little hesitation. It's funny. I wanted my own reality show for years. I was making all these trailers, but those versions of the trailers I was making was not me as a mom. It was just all about the craziness of my life and, my friend group. And nobody was really biting. And I was like, okay, maybe this isn't the thing for me. Maybe I don't need my own show. And then after I have a family, MTV comes to me. And what's funny is now I'm like this mature mom. And I'm like, the last thing I want now is people up in my business. You know what I mean? But so I've grown very mature in that sense where I'm more about my privacy now. And when they gave me this offer for this show, I'm like, oh my God, like, this is what I've always wanted. But now I've grown to be this mature mom who doesn't really want that anymore. Yeah. What do I do? And I thought about it real hard, and I realized that this is a great platform for me to finally truly showcase my talent and everything I do outside of Ridiculousness.
That's true.
And I've always wanted people to know more about that, and this is my chance to get to show them. And also, I don't know what my baby's going to want to do in her life yet. We have no idea. She might hate the camera, but if she has any dreams like I did, this is going to be the best platform for her to get started. And, in LA, there's a lot of Nepo babies out here, and I was not one of them. And I saw a lot of these kids who came from these really great families just had that little easier leg up. And I'm so happy that I can give that to my daughter with this show. You know what I mean?
That's awesome, because my son's 11 and he's performed on stage and done things like that, but he has the option, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you don't have to do this. But like you said, if your daughter wants to, this is a great platform to jumpstart it.
Exactly.
And obviously, it's not going to be any pressure to try and say this is what you need to do.
Yeah, no, I can't wait to just see what she naturally is really into, and so I can just be like, yes, let's go for it. Let's do that, I don't care what her dreams are. I'm going to support her in whatever she wants, Well,
speaking of dreams, are there dreams of wanting your family to grow, or we have to wait and see?
you might have to wait and see. So I definitely, always my whole life I was like, when I do have kids, I want 2 or 3. You always have to, and then you have the first one. You're like, oh my God, that was rough. It was really hard to get my body back. You'll see that on my TV show as well.
Okay.
I had liposuction surgery. I was very open about it.
Oh, that's dope. So you open about all of that?
I was very open about it. I felt like I needed to be, because I think a lot of women just, they hide these things, and then other women are looking at them like, oh, you're so perfect. Like, how? And it's like, you don't know what they went through to get there. You know what I mean? And I wanted to show the struggle in that too. So after that struggle to get my body back, I'm just a little hesitant. Maybe if we get a surrogate or something.
Can somebody else carry this baby, please?
Yes, it was a lot. It was a lot on my body. I have no torso. Literally, my baby was out to here because she had nowhere to go up and down. You know what I mean?
She was just going outward.
Literally, my stomach was out to here.
That's crazy. But I love the fact that you're being honest, because to me, you just knock all the trolls out the way. Like, look, you ain't got a question about the process of what I did. I'm going to show you on this this show.
Yep, exactly.
And then people embrace that and they respect that.
Yeah, I think people are really going to like how raw and real it is, how vulnerable I am. And I think they're going to fall in love not just with like my family aspect, but also my friends, my friend group. They're on the show as well. You haven't seen them as much in the trailer because it is my show, but you're going to get to know a little bit about my friends. And there's a very deep storyline that happens within the show. Some really sad stuff that happened in life. And, I think people are going to really just relate to just the openness we all had. We really showed our life to the world and didn't hold anything back. Okay. So I think people are really going to appreciate like how raw and real it is.
So you can look back on what you've done so far and say, you know what, we did this right.
Exactly.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Chanel West Coast. That West Coast hustle is going down. MTV, make sure you tap in tonight. And how can they watch it once again?
You can watch on MTV.com. If you don't even have cable or satellite, MTV.com. The first 3 episodes will be for free. You can stream it on Hulu, obviously on MTV. So it's got a lot of places. You guys better tune in.
Absolutely. And how can they follow you real quick, Chanel?
Everybody follow me at Chanel West Coast. I'm going to spell it out because people tend to write channel. It's CHANEL West Coast, and that's where you can stay up to date on everything I'm doing, all my new music. I just dropped a new single called Cool Off.
Okay.
So everybody check that out.
Dope.
And then follow the West Coast Hustle Instagram and TikTok.
Now, this is your show. Did you do the soundtrack for the intro on it and stuff like that as well? Were you involved musically as far as the show?
I didn't get to pick all the music, but there's obviously I was like, we gotta have my music in the show.
Got to. I was
and I got some of my friends' music in the show. I was like, we gotta feature some of the friends. But I did tell them, I said, listen, I'm an artist. I'm very picky about music. I need this to have a good soundtrack. I made that very clear, and it does. I think MTV, they gave me a great great music guy for the show, and he really killed it.
Well, you've been giving them great years, so they got to give back, and I'm glad they're doing just that.
Thank
MTV
you.
tonight, Chanel West Coast, your boy Romeo. K-Day Morning Show, we out here.
Yes.
Tap in tonight.